If you don't have the text, then you can just open it from Google. The first line, it says that my heart aches, then, and the drowsy numbness pain, my sense, tarpor I have drunk. So if I just say, it's meaning that the question that comes in the mind actually, why is he saying that his heart is in pain? One. Why is he saying that he feels like he had hemlock? Why he feels like that he had a theme in his body? These are the questions that should come in your mind actually. Why the poet is starting the question, is starting the the poem, is saying like, my heart aches. Why? What's wrong with him? That is the question you must have. Then the second line or the third line. Well, before I give you before I just jump to that, if I say the ode, what is the meaning of ode? Sadness. It's meaning that you do understand that it's something like he is in melancholic situation. What is melancholic? It's meaning like in a depressed mind, very sad mood he is in. Now if he is in the sad mood or melancholic mood, now what causes him to be melancholic? What's the force actually? What is disturbing him actually? So it says that before he just wrote this poem, or before he started to write these odes, he lost his brother, one, from tuberculosis. And John Keats, he saw his brother dying in front of him due to tuberculosis. Clear? This is one thing that he's really sad for. And the other case is that he also knows that he's going to die very soon. Why? Because he has got what? Tuberculosis as well. So it feels like this guy is really sad. Okay, now the question is that, so you find that this whole poem is a kind of like melancholic poem. It's going to make you sad, and he is sad too. Now what he wants to be, now he needs some pleasure actually in his life. He's looking for some pleasure. He wants to explore the pleasure. I think you have read Dr. Faustus. So in the Dr. Faustus you find that he wants to do all the things that are forbidden. And he says that, well, I have sold my life and I have sold my soul to the devil, so I want to explore the things that is forbidden to explore. So these were the cases that Dr. Faustus did. So obviously John Keats, since he is the later version of the Dr. Faustus or Christopher Marlowe, he exactly knows that he also wants to explore. But as a poet, and you find that John Keats is kind of like conservative. He's not much more explicit. He is very much conservative. So he uses very good terms and he wants to explore. Do you think that he really had a theme in his body? No. But he feels like he is having a theme. He feels like he is having hemlock. And you should underline all these things. Hemlock. What is the significance of hemlock in the poem? What is the significance of opiate in the poem? So these are the things you should underline. Have you got it? Opiate. Maimuna, I'll check your copy. Now, there is another thing that comes really in your mind, that what is the problem with the lithy words? And you find that the word lithy words, have you seen that? The underline, as if like the lithy words. Now what is the significance of these lithy words as well? Meaning that it is something like, do you feel like John Keats wants to escape from somewhere? Yes. He's looking for something like he wants to escape. But from where? From life. He is looking for an exit gate. From where? Life. And he wants to feel like that I just need an exit gate so that I can get through. But where will he get through? Where will he go? These are the questions that you should come in your mind. So underline lithy words. Now feel like, have you ever felt like there is certain moments in your life you want to forget everything from your life? You want to erase all the data that you have in your brain. So where should you go? Is it possible that you want to just erase all the memories that you have? You want to have a restart. Sometimes it happens with us, right? So when does it happen? When you want to go for this situation that I want to forget everything in our life, huh? No. Probably when you're not happy with this life. Probably whatever you have done in your life so far, it didn't give you anything. It didn't offer you anything. You're so unhappy with your life. You want a restart. You wish that you could restart your life, right? So that's why, and it's la impossible, meaning that it's absolutely impossible that you can't restart your life. So now he's saying like he wants to restart his life. How? Bringing all the allegorical feelings. What is the allegorical feelings right now here? Lithi words is an allegorical Greek mythology. It's the name of a river. If you just drink some water from this river, you forget what? Everything. Right? And these all the things that you find from the first line to the, till the Lithi words, he's trying to forget. Why people want to commit suicide? When life becomes burden for him. Right? That's why he wants to take hemlock, like Socrates did. Then he says that but when it feels like he had hemlock, but still he's not dying. It's something like you have purchased the poison just to commit suicide, but the poison is not working. If the poison is not working, and you find that the memory is disturbing you, and you are forgetting everything, the memory is disturbing you, then you should go for what? Now he says, okay, let me try Afrim right now. He took it, still it's not working, and he said that, well, then where should I go? Because I cannot forget. Meaning that his body is not working, he's feeling all sort of pain, but still he can't forget the pain of life. So then he says that I wish that I could go to the Lithi words, meaning that to that river, and I can have a drink of that water so that I forget everything. Clear? Yes. This is what he is asking for.
Lithi word has
it's something like in Bangla, যদি হচ্ছে সেই লিথি ওয়ার্ডে আমি গোসল করে আসতে পারতাম, ডুবে ডুবে পানি জল ডুবে ডুবে সিং থেকে সাঙ্ক, সিং থেকে সাঙ্ক, সিং থেকে সাঙ্ক, লিথি ওয়ার্ড সাং, এটা এইখানে ওই জিনিস না। ওকে, ডান? And Lithi words are, because everything that happens actually in the Lithi word, Greek mythology, it's a story of the underworld. So that's why he's using the word sunk, meaning that you'll dive into the underworld. Okay, and you find that I think you are done with the Old and Middle English literature, and you find that the Beowulf, he had to dive into the underworld just to fight with that just so that and he kills the, I think, what is the name of the, I forgot the name he fought with, I forgot. Anyway, no, wait, okay, let's go for it. No talk. And now he says that the next line, and now what was he doing actually? So he was really sad, and then he sat under a tree, and then he suddenly found a what? A nightingale singing. A nightingale singing. If you have the mobile phone, I wish that I should have brought the tune actually. Nightingale is a lovely bird. It can sing in a different tunes, and nightingale is very, very much rhythmic, and nightingale is gifted with its beautiful voice. And you find that you can say that those who sing actually say that, oh, she's the nightingale of the stage. It's meaning that she must have a beautiful voice. Okay, that is a metaphorical meaning. And nightingale is a real bird, by the way. Don't think that it's metaphorical. Nightingale exists. Even you can find it in the zoo, or even it's available in Bangladesh as well. Even if you go, nightingale sings beautifully. If you have a mobile phone or anyone, those who have a very good loudspeaker, then you can just play the tune from YouTube, nightingale singing. You find that there is a video, it's being viewed almost 16 million, and you can play the nightingale song. Nightingale is a romantic bird as well. So you find that nightingale has been brought as an allusion actually. Allusion, do you understand what is allusion? Nightingale? Allusion. Play the song if you have a good loudspeaker. Yes, that's. And this 16 million views. That this one you're playing. Okay. Okay. Play. Play.
21 million.
And there's some beating as well. So Nightingale is a, yes, you can find there are different beats will come on. Every time he makes sound, it's a different sound. So probably he's very much gifted, but this is a small bird. So if this small bird is that much gifted, it's meaning that, so he wants to, now when he hears the sound, it's kind of like, he feels like, because he can't go to Lithi words, Hemlock is not working for him, Afim is not working for him, something that worked for him is the sound of the nightingale. Okay? And now he starts to imagine right now. Now he starts to, feel like something is working in my sense. And what is that? Nightingale. The sound, the chirping sound of the nightingale. Now he starts the poem. I think the poem starts from, if you find that this line, what's that? Okay. Now he starts to read that. Someone read that line. I'm reading. Read. It says that it's not true envy of thy happy lot, but being too happy in thine happiness, that thou light-winged dryad of the trees. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. It's interesting. Now he says that when the nightingale, because nothing worked in his body, hemlock doesn't work, Afim doesn't work, Lithi words doesn't work, something worked. What is that? Nightingale. So the voice of the nightingale starts to work on his body, and now he says that, wow, I'm not jealous of you, because you sing beautifully, but I'm not jealous of you. And he's thinking actually how beautiful the life the nightingale has got actually, because it's really precious life, how beautifully he sings. And even the voice of the nightingale is much more powerful than the life-taking poison hemlock, and powerful than the afim, and much more powerful than the underworld Lithi word. So the nightingale must be something immortal, that is, it's singing since the creation of the universe. And he started to sing actually, how beautiful it is. So he starts to forget everything. It's not like he's just going through the journey right now. From this phase, you find that everything that he speaks about is like a journey he wants to go through the wings of the nightingale. It's something like, just imagine something like that. If you think of the nightingale is a bird, and in the middle, on the body of the nightingale, John Keats is sitting up and he's flying with the nightingale. Now he'll be saying you all the feelings that he has got. And now he says that, dear nightingale, I'm not jealous of your voice, I'm not jealous of your life, but I'm really happy, I'm really jubilated, because when I see you jubilated, in your happiness, in thine happiness, I'm happy too. See the line? In thine happiness, I'm happy too. That thou, have you got it? What's written here? But being happy in thine happiness, meaning that I'm so happy in your happiness, but I'm not jealous. Why he has to bring that line actually, like I'm not jealous? Why? Exactly, because when you see that someone is happy, you say that, happy, huh? Barota baje dise. Right? You don't like to see the happiness. So he's confirming the nightingale, hey, don't worry, I'm not jealous. Take me away with you. Huh? So now he says that, now he go for that. Now, if I go for the next line, now he says that you are like a dryad. Have you seen that? The dryad. What is the line? You read it. Read the line. The light-winged. Yes, so he says that wow, it's even like the naughty angels, those who guard the gardens actually. So it's meaning that wow, how beautiful you are, that you are being guarded by the naughty angels all the time. So meaning that the nightingale is being surrounded by the dryad, because the dryad of the trees, meaning that those who are always in a fanciful mind, always enjoying their life. This is what John Keats wants to say you. Then and it's so the dryad is a mythical spirit, okay? You find that he has used so many mythical things actually, meaning that it doesn't exist in the reality, but it's all about the characters, mythological character. It's like when you have read the Beowulf, and Gertrude was the mom of Beowulf actually. So these are all the mythological characters. These are all like it doesn't exist, but it comes up with a lesson for you. And you'll find that he used so many Greek references, just want to signify that, because John Keats was he was a passionate reader of Greek mythology. So you'll find there's so many Greek allusions. What is the meaning of allusion? I think you should write down this term, A-L-L-U-S-I-O-N, allusion. What is an allusion actually? I think you don't know this term because you are not good in understanding. What is allusion? Allusion is not illusion. So just kick it off actually, kick it out. Allusion is not illusion. What's that? What is allusion? No. That's not. That's called illusion. I said it is allusion. Allusion is a literary term. It's meaning that when in your poem you bring some reference from other poem or other text, that's called allusion. Referencing some other text, referencing some other story in your poem. No. It's something like you are bringing reference from something else. Is being written previously, meaning that look, Lethe words. It's an allusion because he's bringing the Greek mythology here. It's not Lethe words is not his own creation. It's being created before his poem was created. So that's called allusion, meaning that bringing someone's reference into own poem. Exactly, and then you are using this term or word as a allusion. That's called allusion. Okay, it's a literary term. And if you when you are going to read 20th century British poem by T.S. Eliot, T.S. Eliot was someone probably he said that great poet steals and greatest poets robs. And বলছেন যে হচ্ছে বাংলা হচ্ছে যে মোটামুটি বিখ্যাত কবিরা চুরি করে আর এর থেকেও যারা বিখ্যাত তারা ডাকাতি করে and so when you are going to read the T.S. Eliot, you'll find that his whole poem is full of allusion. Reading a line of T.S. Eliot, it's meaning like reading a history. Full poem. And now if when we're reading the love song of J. Alfred Prufrock, it's an allusion. Then you go for in the room the women come and go talking of Michelangelo. Michelangelo is an allusion. Like whenever who is Michelangelo, if you're questioning, then you have to go for there's a history of Michelangelo. It came here. And then I can say I'm not Prince Hamlet. And then he says that when it's not Prince Hamlet, then you need to go for the Prince Hamlet. Who was Prince Hamlet? Then if you're going to I'm not Lazarus, then you have to go to the Bible. Who was Lazarus? All things are written in the whole poem. The whole poem is like of allusion and allusion. He has nothing to do with. He's just bringing the reference and it became a poem, and then you're reading history. So it seems like when you're reading T.S. Eliot, it's meaning like you're reading history. It's very difficult to understand. Okay? And then he'll be singing, the mermaids will not sing to me. And then you need to go, which mermaid didn't sing actually? Then you find, oh, this mermaid. So these are the things that is called allusion. And T.S. Eliot was one of the famous poets that he used to write poems. He won the Nobel Prize, by the way. So he used to write poems with bringing allusions from other works, other writer works. And he'll design the poem in a way, you'll feel like, oh, he had invented this word. No, he brought it from somewhere else. It's something like Jora Dawa. Jora দিয়ে একটা কবিতা বানায় ফেলছে সব জায়গা থেকে. Exactly. Obviously he gives the credit later on. And all the time there is a star mark. And then you have to, and he says that I'm Tiresias. Tiresias was the blind messenger. And then you find, oh, who is that blind messenger? Like, it's very interesting if you're reading T.S. Eliot. You will be reading, obviously. And romantic poems of John Keats, William Wordsworth and Coleridge, everyone remembers that. And then the other guy that you'll remember forever is T.S. Eliot for his like unbelievable creation. Anyway, so we're going for the next line. So you understand what is allusion?
Yes, sir.
So allusion is, this is what? Like bringing someone's work into your own work as a reference, so that you can make the, because but look at the thing, you are not elaborating the thing, but you're just using the word, but this word signifies what you want to mean. You get it? Okay. Now what is the line? A draught of, oh, for a draught of vintage. Got it? Have you got it?
Yes, sir.
Oh, the next line. Oh, the, why are you not reading, bro? Key. Oh, for a draught of vintage. The second stanza. First stanza pore ache ondher moto. What is the second stanza? Oh, for a draught of vintage. Then that has been delved. Cool. Okay. Now he's saying that I want to drop a vintage, meaning that when he has heard the tune of the nightingale, now he's saying that now he's feeling so good right now. At first he started with what? My heart aches, meaning that he's almost is having like he's going to have a heart attack. But now he started feeling good, and when he started feeling good, now he wants something. He wants some pleasure. Now he said that I wish I had some vintage. What is the vintage? Vintage wine. He's looking for a vintage wine, and that has been cooled. Cooled meaning what? That has been preserved under the earth for 1,000 years. Clear? Meaning that no one knows. It's meaning what? Meaning that I need a drop of vintage. You are looking for a drop of wine. Again, now he says that, wow, nightingale, you are so beautiful. Now he says that I want to sing with you, and he can sing with him. So now he's saying that I need a drop of vintage so that I can feel what you feel. Clear? Now he's just looking for a draught of vintage. Now, then next line. Read it, man. Come on. Now he says that, he says what? Okay. One, the taste of flowers. And he says the flora. Have you seen that the flora is in a capital letter?
Yes, sir.
And flora is known as the goddess of nature. In Greek mythology, it's known as the goddess of nature. And that's why you say the flora, I think it's a name, you use the goddess of nature. Ere bhaire, you should understand that. Why amra keno Allah boli? Because Allah doesn't have any feminine gender, but the God can have a feminine gender, and that's why we don't say God. God is feminine gender. The feminine gender of God is goddess. Got it?
Yes.
That's why we don't say God actually in Islam. We say Allah because it doesn't have any feminine gender. Because when you use the feminine gender, it meaning that it can be begotten. It's meaning that she can give birth. And you find that this Greek mythology is full of like, you know, this kind of story. That's why we don't use. And the flora, if you're using that flora, it means the goddess of nature, meaning that the God that they have created was a feminine God. চেহারাগুলি দেখলে একদম মনে হয় যে আপনারা মানে কিচ্ছু বুঝতেছেন না। বুঝতে পারছেন ভাই নাকি বুঝেন নাই? বুঝলে চেহারাটা একটু সুন্দর করেন, যে একটা জিনিস শিখছেন দেখে মনে হয় যেন goddess of nature. Then what is that? Then next line. Provincial song. Now I said that what is the provincial song? Provincial song is a folk song that is being sang by the French people, and it's really interesting. It's something like whose beloved is flew away with someone else, and now he is singing. Evabe jeo na. All right, something because he lost his beloved. And they used to have the provincial song, and then when they used to have the provincial song, it's something like they used to engage themselves in mart. In I think you provincial song. It's something like, it's not a sad song actually. It's a folk song, folk, folk songs. But this is sung dedicated to the lost beloved, the fiancé that you have lost. Okay. And now he says the one full of what? Then what is that?
And sunburn
Made mart, sunburn mart. Sunburn meaning that it's like the warm sun, and the mart means happiness. M-I-R-T-H, happiness. And then?
Oh, for the warm sun.
Then read hypocrine. Now here and there is another meaning of the hypocrine. Write down hypocrine. Okay. Hypocrine is the muse. M-E-U-S-E. Muse. Muse. M-U-S-E. Muse of inspiration. Of inspiration. It's something like, if you read, so when you'll be reading the 17th and 18th century literature, you'll find that the John Milton, it's saying like the muse is something, the Greek, they have a belief like when a poet is writing a poem, he feels like there is an inspiration that comes in his brain, in his thought actually. And the Greek is to believe that this inspiration is to come from the hypocrine, the god of inspiration, the muse of inspiration, meaning that he used to inspire you to write a poem. So now he says that the blushful hypocrine, read the next line.
With various bowels, and purple strange mouth.
And then? Okay, now stop. Now he's saying what? He's saying that now and doing after all this thing, he wants to get into the mart, meaning that he wants to be so happy and drink all the things, and then he says that I want to leave this world for what? Unseen. Meaning what? Meaning he wants to die to see the unseen. If you read this poem in this way, ode to a death, it signifies you much more better. Obviously, only the death is the truth, but the ultimate thing is the illusion actually. So if you just ode to a nightingale, it's something like ode to a death. And if the next stanza, you find that same thing. It's nightingale is probably the way the nightingale is singing, he feels like this is how the death is singing for him. This is how the death is gifted for him. This is how the way the nightingale is immortal, this is how the death makes you immortal. Because why the death makes you immortal? Because when you die, you are not going to die anymore.
Yes.
Right? It's not life that makes you immortal. It's death that makes you what? Immortal. Get it? Now he says that I want to get drunk and I want to forget this universe and I want to live for what? I want to live for what? The unseen. Clear? Go for the next stanza. Okay, now stop. Now he says that he's saying it to the nightingale right now. You know, I long to disappear. I long what? Disappear. I just want to disappear. Like whom? Like the nightingale. I want to disappear, and he wants to forget everything. Everything. Now just read one by one. Now he says, what's that? Fade far away, dissolve and quite forget. Fade far away meaning what? Fade far. Fade meaning what? What is the meaning of fade? Huh? Exactly. It's meaning getting lost, so that no one can trace you. No trace is possible. Fade away. Dissolve. Can you remember what is dissolve? Mix. It's like mixing. And now he wants to mix with whom? With the tune of what? The nightingale. And then fade far away and quite forget. And then only he can what? Forget. What he wants to forget? What thou among the leaves has ever known. Even this is how you want to forget. Even the leaves of the trees, they don't even know. They don't even know that there was a bird who was singing on the tree. This is how he wants to dissolve, meaning that no trace, untraceable. Clear? This is how he wants to fade away, meaning that when he dies, so that no one can even trace what happened to John Keats. He wants to remain untraceable. Clear? And then he says, a bit jealous right now he becomes. The next line. The weariness, the fever, and the fret. Now he says that, now he becomes, a bit jealous. Now he says that, hey nightingale, you're never touched by tiredness. You never become tired. You never become what? Tired. You never become tired. You never become exhausted. You never become lethargic. You always sing the way you want. Then he says what? And you don't have to even think of your sickness. But who is thinking of his sickness? John Keats. He's thinking of his own sickness. Why?
Because
he's sick actually. He knows that he has to depart actually. Then he says what? And Ori then? Hands here where man other grown. Now but look my dear nightingale, look at the nature of the human. Here you find all the human, they're groaning, they're crying because of what? The pain they have, the tiredness they have. Okay, this is what he is saying actually. Now, probably John Keats is saying that actually it's very clear that, and it's one of the famous odes that he has written actually, and it's very clear what he wants from his life actually. Probably he has loved death much more than he has enjoyed his life. He was much more fascinated by the concept of death than the concept of life itself. Then he says some profound lines. Now he says that people die. People what? Die. Fades away. They're young. The beauty fades away. They never remain forever young. But you, nightingale, he dies, but you nightingale, generation after generation, your voice remains the same. You never look exhausted. You never look in pain. You always sing the way you used to sing since the creation of yours. Then he says, in the human world, then
where you go and factory clean and dry.
And then disparates. Now he says that the same thing actually. He says that now here comes this stanza actually is you should write down with a bracket, with a parenthesis, like cover it up. This is the whole stanza. I think we're reading the third stanza, right? Yes. Okay. It's a comparison between the life of human and the life of nightingale. Clear? Between the life of human and life. Why are you not writing? It's a comparison. The third stanza is a comparison, compare and contrast between the life of human and life of nightingale. And he says, if you go to the next line, lustrous beauty. Read this line. This line is this is really amazing. You should write down this line and you should memorize this line. He says the lustrous beauty. Have you found the word? It's a Bangla question, but I'm not telling you the Bangla right now. But he says that in the human world, the beauty never lasts. The beauty never exists forever. In the human world, the beauty what? Never exists forever. And then he says, lustrous eyes, meaning that, no, it's not choke. And he says that in the human life, the beauty never exists, nor the love. Nor what? The love. Can you remember if you had read the previous poem? Beauty is truth, truth is beauty. This is what he says, right? And now he's saying that, look, this is very, now if you are going for the, the literal meaning, then you will be confused actually. Now he's saying that in the human world, the beauty never lasts forever, nor the love. Meaning that love and beauty, these two, in the human world, is never ever permanent. It's not permanent. But in the world of the nature, the love and the beauty, it's always permanent. You find that the banyan tree, from the historical background, we find the banyan tree is always the biggest trees and it gives you shade. You have heard the story from your grandfather, great-great-grandfather, and still when you see the banyan tree, it gives you the same beauty. The nightingale that your great-grandfather has heard the tune is still you are hearing the same tune. But the great-great-grandfather who has heard the voice of the human being, and he has learned with the passage of time that the beauty never lasts, and you are also saying the same thing, that beauty never lasts forever. Love doesn't last forever. Right? So it's a compare and contrast between beauty. And why is he saying that the beauty has a lustrous eyes? In Bangla we call it সৌন্দর্যের আছে কি লোভনীয় চোখ. It's meaning that what? Lustrous মানে হচ্ছে যে সব লোভী চোখ. সৌন্দর্যের দিকে কি তাকায় মানুষের, মানে মানুষ তো সব সৌন্দর্যের দিকে, if you see the beauty you become what? You become so, it's something like you become so greedy actually, right? Like when you see a beauty you become so greedy. And he says that this is the problem of the beauty. The beauty that makes you greedy cannot be a beauty. Even the beauty that fades away, even the love that you have for the beauty, it what? Fades away. Nothing is permanent. But dear nightingale, the voice you have, the life you have, the nature you have is always permanent.
Just compare and contrast between beauty and
compare and contrast between the life of nightingale and the life of human being. And then the next stanza, please carry on. Away. And now he says that now it's really interesting. Now he's in the emotion, the highest form of emotion, not in the chariot of the Bacchus. Have you read? This is the line, right? The chariot of the Bacchus. And now he says that I will fly away from the human world to you. Meaning that now it's something like he gives an imagination right now. If it's a human, and now he says that I will fly away to the world of what? To the world of what? No, to the world of what? Birds. Human. He wants to fly away to the world of birds without the help of what? The chariot of Bacchus. And who is Bacchus? He's the god of wine.
Oh, God?
Of wine. God of wine. Yes. By meaning that, and he says that, hey, so the god of Bacchus, meaning that he used to have the chariot, meaning that it's kind of like it's a procession. Wine, W-I-N-E, মাঝে মধ্যে স্বাদ জাগে না খাওয়ার আপনাদের? ও জাগে না, না ঠিক আছে, ভালো মানুষ। Okay, in the haram. Okay, now he says that, dear nightingale, to reach you, I don't need wine anymore. Meaning that because you need to understand, actually, before that he was thinking just to reach into that word, he was hemlock, aphim, lithy words, hypocrine, and then he says that the vintage, everything he has tried just to try to reach to the word of the nightingale. Now he says that, well, I came into a conclusion that I don't even need any more wine right now. Because I'm much more powerful than the wine right now. The addiction is much more seductive than wine itself right now, meaning that he's in much more panic. then he's thinking of, the wine makes you, he says that wine eto korte parbe na. Right? This is what he's saying. That meaning that he himself is making the crazy stuffs right now. You don't need anything other. Okay, now he says, now read the next line. Where's that? Poison. Now he says that I don't need the chariot of Bacchus. I will fly to you with the wings of the poesy. Poesy means with the wings of the poetry. With the wings of the poetry, the poems. Meaning that, so now there is an interesting thing. Is it meaning that the poem is much more powerful than the wine itself? Now, is it something? Now it says that. Why are you looking at him? I don't know. He doesn't share the thing with you? Share with Siddiq. He seems. Okay. Now it says that. It says that now, because what was he saying actually? With the wings of poesy, right? He says that now I will fly to you with the wings of poesy. Meaning that the poesy, the things that I have, I will fly to you. I don't need even the wings of the chariot of the Bacchus, because I'm much more, right now, I'm in a state that, even the vintage, the wine, the aphim, the hemlock, if you mixed all the things together, the sensation that it creates, the poetry itself creates much more sensation than all those things together. Now he says, because there is a saying, it says like, it says something like, just sharing with the thing. Okay, it's maybe. It says that if it starts, then it becomes what? It becomes. I forgot the line actually. If it begins, then it's love. If it ends, then it's a love story. If it never begins, then it becomes poetry.
Wow.
So so this is what, now he says that you find that the poetry is kind of like addiction. It's much more addictive than the wine itself. And that's why you find that people are writing this sort of thing, because maybe it really works like it's much more powerful than all the things that John Kitt is saying right now. Even everything that collects together, the collective effort of wine, hemlock, aphim, everything is not going to work. The wine of poetry is much more effective than all those things. Okay. This is what John Kitt wants to say to you. Then,
Though the Jalbrain and letters already he the
woman going on her
clustered around by all
একটু সুন্দর করে পড়তে হবে, এরকম পড়লে তো পচা, কবিতা এভাবে পড়লে তো মান সম্মান থাকলো না। And he says that though the dull brain perplexes and retards, it's meaning that because he's in, since he's in, it says that he's absolutely neurotic right now. It's meaning that he's in the highest form of that's drunk actually. So he says that though the dull brain perplexes and retards, meaning that the dull brain is disturbing me. I know that I don't have my consciousness. He's drunk. Unconscious mind. This is what he wants to say you. Already with thee. But even in the unconscious mind, I'm with you, dear nightingale. Tender is the night. And the night is so beautiful. And he says what? The tender is the night. The night is so beautiful. The night is so calm. And I'm with you. And happily the queen moon is on her throne. And look at the imagination right now. And this is really interesting. This is why the John Keats is really amazing. So he wants to fly to the birds, right? And he says that the beautiful moon, it's shining on her throne. Happily moon, meaning the happy moon. See? Right? On her throne. Right? Meaning that, and he says the tender is the night. Tender meaning what? It's neither cold, not so hot, and the tender is the night. And tender is the night, and he sees what? A beautiful moon shining full bright, and he is flying with what? With the bird. And now if you find that, and probably this stanza is a metaphorical meaning, the way John Keats wanted to die actually. How? Look. It says that if you think of the death angel, he has wings too. Right? He takes your soul away and fly away. Right? He takes your soul and fly away. Probably John Keats wanted to die on this night, a tender night, on a full moon, and he wants that the death of angel takes his soul away. And this bird he's saying is the bird he says it's a death angel. And he says that probably he wanted to die on just kind of like in this way. Probably he wanted to die in such night that when the night is so warm and is tender and the moon on her throne beautiful. This is how he wanted to die actually. Just he wanted to fly away in this night. Okay? Like that, যখন ডুবিল পঞ্চমীর চাঁদ মরিবার হলো তার স্বাদ। Right? জ্যোৎস্নায় দেখিল সে কোন ভূত। Huh? John Keats is saying the same thing. No, জীবনানন্দ কত পরের কবি। John Keats was জীবনানন্দ is known as the Banglar John Keats. It's the same thing, and you'll find the same repetition line. জীবনানন্দ যেটাকে বাংলা ট্রান্সলেট করেছে সেটা একটু পরেই জন কিটস বলবে আপনাকে, same line. Okay, then are you getting me actually? I don't know, it's probably a bit difficult. Probably a bit difficult, but this is what the meaning is. The night is gentle and the moon, the queen of the sky. And now why is that? Because moon is what? The queen of the sky, you know that because on her throne. And so you find that the moon is the queen of the, and the moon has a different meaning actually. আমাকে একটু মনে করিয়ে দেন why the moon is so significant in literature actually. Why the moon has a different nature. I think in different religious belief the moon has to do something actually. Always people want to die in the full moonlight. This is the one thing actually. So we'll be having a discussion on that. Okay, then And now he says that I'm full drunk, I can see anything in the forest or anywhere, give me the shit. Okay, now he says, I just want to finish it. I cannot see what flowers are at my feet, meaning that he's fully drunk. He can't even see because he's absolutely in the imagination. He doesn't even see what's under his foot. What flowers are there? He doesn't even know. Now, what soft incense hangs upon the boughs? Meaning that incense, meaning what? The smell. The smell. Even I don't know what smell is coming from the boughs, but in inbound darkness, guess it's sweet. Where is the seasonable month endos? The grass is the grass, the thicket, the fruit tree wild, white hawthorn, and the pastoral eglantine. Eglantine is a flower, eglantine. Fast fading violets covered up in leaves, and mid-May's eldest child. The coming musk rose full of doughy wine. The murmurs haunt of flies on summer eves. Meaning that this is absolute. A puro stanza, just underline this stanza. This whole stanza is something like he's seeing what's happening when he closed his eyes. Meaning everything that is happening here is happened during his imagination. When he just closed his eye, is stanza number 5. I cannot see what flowers are at my feet, nor what soft incense hangs upon the bough. These are the 5th stanza. It says, when he closed his eyes, it seemed meaning like the death angel is taking the body, and he's closed his eye, he doesn't know what's happening, but he feels like the grass, the thicket, the flowers, everything he can imagine what people are doing. And then the next stanza. Here we need to foreign. Darkling I listen. Now wait. Now it says that someone, darkling I listen. Someone is saying me, whispering me. Darkling, like that. Darkling I listen. Then many a times. Well, now for so many times, someone saying, hey kids, I want to say you something. Listen. Darkling I listen for many a times. Then I have been in half love with easeful death. Meaning that, hey kids, you know that you were in half love with easeful death. Meaning that you were in love. তুমি মৃত্যুর সাথেই তোমার অর্ধেক ভালোবাসা ছিল। মৃত্যুর সাথেই তোমার সবকিছু ছিল। Someone came and says that, darkling I listen for many a times. কে যেন আসছে সে তাকে, and he says what? Darkling I listen. I have been half in love with this full death. And they say, hey kids, you know what? You were in love with death. And he says that, hey kids, you know, this is what you are, man. You're looking for this one. And then he says what? Name, muse rhyme. And says, and like the same translation that John, মৃত্যুকে আমি ডেকেছি হাজার প্রিয়ার নাম ধরে. And he says that called him, আমি ডেকেছি তাকে, called him, আমি তাকে অনেক নামে ডেকেছি, মিউজ রাইম, বিভিন্নভাবে বিভিন্ন নামে তাকে ডেকেছি। কখনো নাইটিঙ্গেলের নামে, কখনো আর্নের নামে, বুঝতে পেরেছেন? কখনো সৌন্দর্যের নামে, কখনো সত্যের নামে। I call death in different names, in the soft names. Soft names meaning what? যেটা হচ্ছে কি যে আপনি আপনার বাবু জান, soft names. বুঝতে পেরেছেন? These are all soft names you call babu. These are all the soft names that you call actually, because these are all the metaphorical names, right? You called it, right? Okay, this is the meaning. Then I say that take my breath away. And I said that, hey death. It's like personifying the death. It's like he's saying to the death, hey death, take my breath away. It's meaning that I'm ready, just take away. And he's saying that I'm in love with death. So the death is there. When you are in love with something, you find that you expect that this would be so peaceful with you if you're in love with something. Like everything that you love, you find that it has become very much easeful with you. If you don't attracted by something, you find that even that thing is not attracted to you, and you find that it's very rough and tough with you. So So John Keats, he knows that he has to live forever, he has to die. So he says that, darkling, I listen for many a times. I have been half in love with death, calling soft names in men in rhyme. কত ছন্দে তাকে ডেকেছি, কত শব্দে তাকে ডেকেছি। বুঝতে পেরেছেন? Then তারপর কি বলছে? Now take into the air my quiet breath. বলছে বাতাসের সাথে মিলিয়ে দাও আমার নিঃশ্বাস। It's meaning that take my breath away, meaning that stop me forever. Exactly. And now he says that take me forever. Take me away, 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 far away. And it's something like take me away, and I'm not afraid because I know that I've been in half love with death. What was the other half he was doing actually? Yes, obviously. And then he says, now more than ever seems it wish to die. Now he says what? এমনই দিনে মরিবার হলো তার স্বাদ। And now he says that on this day I want to die, rich to die. I'm fully rich, I'm confident enough that I'm going to die on this day. Exactly, I'm right. Take my life on this day. To seize upon the midnight with no pain. And now says that seize upon me in the midnight. This meaning that on a midnight just seize me upon, take me away, okay, with no pain. With what? No pain. Today I have no pain in my body, but if you remember the poem that begins, my heart aches. Now he says what? Now he says what? No pain.
No pain.
Before he started what? With what? My heart aches. While thou art pouring forth thy soul abroad. This abroad. Now he's saying that. Now look, he's taking my soul away abroad. Abroad meaning what? You know the abroad means a foreign land, right? This is what the abroad means here. Done? No. There should be some lines. Oh, yes. In such an ecstasy, still wouldst thou sing, I have years in vain to die. High requiem become a sword. In such an ecstasy. Ki shanti. No, obviously you never know because he's saying that, he's enjoying that. Still wouldst thou sing, and I have ears in vain. But আমি শুনতে পাই, I can hear something that no one hears in vain. শব্দ, the sound of silence he hears. So we are going to, I think almost we are done. There is no much more line in the, but then later he will say that if you just finish the next 2 lines, just I'm finishing it off. If you check it out, the last 2 lines. Was it a vision or a waking dream? Fled is that music, do I wake or sleep? Now he says that all on a sudden, he just came from imagination, and he says that he doesn't hear the music anymore, meaning that the nightingale has gone from the tree, and he says, do I wake or sleep? Okay, that's the end of the poem. Thank you, and close the video.